again, everyone, and as I mentioned in the most recent stream for the Druid playthrough, I did decide to just start up as a monk. Really? I think that's through the race, come to think of it. Yep, Celestial Resistance, that would do it.
I'll go ahead.
Oh boy, I completely changed the skin tone somehow. Oh, pardon me. Yeesh, that was not intentional. I apologize, folks. Yeah, I'll go clean shaven. Buddy, what?
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Okay. So, yep, I'll go with this.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord.
Oh, hey, Tartuccio.
Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a
well, yeah, I guess he
commensurately
was bald,
huge
wasn't he?
reward. Heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Oh, there's a case.
Where are they? This is taking forever. They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Sorry about that little outburst. My cat was trying to get my... Buddy? Trying to bring my hand closer by digging his claws in a little bit.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
If I may please answer the question. We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
What rewards can we expect exactly?
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
Yeah.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Now you're talking.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
And Lindsay.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
You know, it's funny, I actually did the character name through a name generator. I did not realize how close to Lindsay's name my own was. I didn't even think about it. I'm Xenon. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw
Hey,
it
Valerie.
outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
I have nothing against Tartuccio.
Really? Well, all right. But I hope you change your mind. All right.
Tomorrow our glorious journey begins. Are you ready? I hope so. I don't need layabouts on my team. Where'd Valerie head off to?
All according to plan.
The expedition is surely doomed. Huh. Wait, where the hell are half the people? There's Keston. Oh, there she is.
Help! Help!
What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Well, that would do it. And I thought they are adding real time with pause at some point here. Let's see. Well, someone managed to get killed there.
In due time.
Oh, Tartuccio.
We will be victorious.
Holy shit, I managed to crit there.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory. Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's mad.
I wonder what'll happen if I don't equip it. I mean, I am genuinely curious on that
That is
one.
not far.
There we go.
Our victory is certain. This should do it. A calculated risk.
Surprisingly, I haven't taken any damage yet. Like, I'm genuinely shocked about that.
As it should be. In due time.
Book by Jubilost.
All according to plan.
Blood for Gorum!
And Amiri.
It's the end for you rats!
Enemy approaching.
You deserved it.
Nice.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Can't say I disagree with his sentiment on that one.
Follow my lead.
Heroism isn't just, blindly charging in. You also have to assess the situation and figure out what the right course of action should be. Actually, what the hell is that about? Yep, sealed off the way to the banquet hall.
In due time.
Yeah, what the hell was that about, come to think of it?
That is not far. Time's not waiting.
Applause, please. Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
This will hurt.
Protect me, please.
Holy damn.
As it should be.
Anything else?
All according to plan.
Oh, shit.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
In due time.
Ooh, that corpse is still smoking.
Interesting.
Applause, please. I see something. Applause, please.
That was a very fast, quick save.
Anything else?
Follow
Full
my
shard. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jemidi's cache has to be here somewhere. Well, hurry it up before... Stop! Someone's coming!
You cannot stand against me. Unworthy, wretched things. Despicable.
Let's try this way.
I'm leading you out of our story.
Ask.
Focus on the goal. That is not far.
Speak.
I know what to do.
State your desire.
Ready for anything.
Huh!
You have my attention.
That was actually really straightforward if you do it right off the bat. Or if you do it correctly straight away.
In due time.
Gotta admit, I'm genuinely shocked about that one. I almost had her poison herself. Or effectively do so, anyway. There we go.
All according to plan. No mistakes.
Share your will.
They dare to attack me?
This should do it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I managed to daze him.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
You sound like a Kalashite. Am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends.
And Haram's just back there. Oh, I'm dying. Yay.
I am Kayesi.
Kayesi, okay.
Seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive.
And there's a very good reason for
I
that.
don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion. I'm dying. I knew this expedition. You're wrong. Who would know better than I the severity of my own wounds? I can Too late. Forgive me. Oblivion is called How rude. Speaking to
I was
dying
genuinely
people.
wondering what would happen if I had
I
failed
can't
every
even
one of them.
move. What? It can't be. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Aram. Okay, Aram. I'll have to remember that in the Druid playthrough. Aram.
As it should be.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here. Aha! Some of our guests survived.
You need help putting out the
you
fire?
need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi. No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here. Those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right.
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Keston, House Garess, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also get myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try...
Considering Lady Jamandi's fame, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain? Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
Rush to save the guards. Awesome!
In due time.
Oh, there's Casey. Or Casey.
I am prepared.
Let's see.
Focus on the goal.
Don't hesitate. As you order.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Let us strike as
Damn it.
one.
Of course they managed to make the will
A
save.
calculated risk. This will hurt.
There we go.
You out of our story.
Your life ebbs low. Grotus awaits us.
There we go.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
What ring? What are you talking about?
Lady Aldori, I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in his pocket. Search him and I'm sure...
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders here.
Ha
We'll
ha.
not be searching anyone. There's definitely a spy among us. But who...
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand... He's got the eyes of a spy, and the mug of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Forgive me for my trespass. In my defense, we were in the middle of a battle and in dire need of weapons.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
Awesome. Wow, I managed
That was
to
a
excel.
sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by?
Trying to save others is commendable, but...
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a
Enough squabbling! I'm still not sure which of you I can trust.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the two teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's Crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convinced. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events.
Okay,
and learn
yeah,
who in
I'm kind of
Restov
skipping
is
through a little
working
bit.
for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands.
Yeah.
Heroes are on the way.
Amiri's the only one guaranteed to be that with you. Okay, so thank you all for joining me for the introduction of the Monk playthrough. I'll probably put this on the back burner for a while, I'll admit. I just wanted to get it started. So, in the meantime, have a nice night and pleasant dreams.